what are we doing at Yardie Garage? We're here to learn about engine servicing. And as you know, I'm Kat and this is Ron. Let's get right into it. But hold on. Have you subscribed yet? Subscribe and let us get into it.
She likes cars. Hot whip. She likes cars. She likes cars. Hot whip. Hot whip. She likes cars. Hot whip. She likes cars. She likes
So before we get into it, guys, let us learn a little bit about Yardie Garage.
Yeah, alright, so Yardie Garage is a mobile garage.
Okay.
We offer general servicing, we offer headlight cleaning, we offer any type of modifications. If it is that you want to change the engine, if you want to build an engine, if you want it faster, we can get it for you.
Okay.
If you just want to tune up your car, you want a little bit more power out of the car, if you just want to make sure that your car will work, your car, alright, that's us.
But that sounds like we do everything.
Basically.
Alright, so contact number, social media.
You can find us on Instagram at Yardie Garage. Our number is 348-4960.
Okay, and do you have a set location?
Yeah, well, you can find us on Red Hills Road, but if we need to, we'll come to you.
Okay, and you know it's COVID time where you don't want to be out and about, they come to you, right? So let us get greasy.
Alright, so while driving, iLife came up, told me that iLife was at 15%, it was like last week. So a little bit of driving, mileage went up, so now the iLife is at 5%. So now I know that I need to change my oil. Before this, you could always check the oil, go from the dipstick. Let's have a look at it.
Okay.
Alright, so the dipstick is usually found closer to the engine. Some cars would have an next one down at the transmission. But we're not look on that today.
Okay.
What we are look on is the engine oil. So we take it out. I will always wipe it off first, because the reading will be inaccurate.
Okay.
So we place it back. We'll pull it out and we'll have a look at it.
So it's at the first bar?
That first bar is low.
Okay.
The second bar here would be full. If you look at the color of the oil is starting to look dark brown, indicating that it's time for it to be changed.
Okay, so that's one of the symbols we can look for to know that it's time to change our oil.
Correct. You can
Okay.
look at the color. If the color is very dark, it's about time. Right now, if you look, my oil life is at 5% and I'm low on oil. So it's better just change it now.
Okay.
So for doing all of this, I need to jack up the car.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get
Good job.
Alright. I'm to show you.
Just pull it down,
Just
right?
pull.
You don't have to do fast or slow.
No.
Okay. Both hands?
More power.
No, this feel like exercise.
Alright, yo.
But it not go.
Talk out, man, what you mean? Every pump. That work, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You don't have to do no exercise in the weekend. You do everything today.
Me not feel like it a go.
Alright, let me help you.
Oh yes, it gone up for true.
So the carrot is high up here. Let me go get a drugstore.
Okay.
is the oil filter puller. It goes on the oil filter. Get to turn it with the ratchet handle. Come off a little bit easier. This is to pull the oil drain. And we have some ratchet handle.
So the oil filter puller and the
new oil filter. So we'll go under there. Quick and fast.
Okay.
We tighten this with our hand, but we loosen it with the tool. Because when it go up, after it go through a couple of heat cycles, it gets tighter.
Alright.
We're gonna go under the car.
So we're going under the car now.
We're going under the car.
Alright.
Not yourself.
Okay, good. What the
Alright. Yeah, I like this. It's a big family under here. Alright, so you see it's an engine oil right it's up on the oil pan.
Okay.
And it pipe to the bolt.
Yeah.
So
that's the one we're pulling, right?
that's the one we're pulling.
Okay.
What size bolt then? I think it's a 17. It's a 17, yeah? So we pull the bolt.
And it's gonna run out now, right?
It's gonna fly. Alright, now we have to make sure so we can catch it. So while we are screw it out, we just apply some pressure. That way it don't drop out for me when it's done. Alright. We're almost there. You ready for it?
Yes.
Whoa! There we go. You see how the oil black?
Yeah, it's dirty.
Yeah man, this a car did need for service.
Oh.
Right? And if you look, the oil filter is right here.
So that's where we're gonna use the
We? You.
Me?
You change the
Okay.
piece, yeah. But catch me. When you pull it, oil is going to be in there. So after we finish here, we'll move the oil pan here to collect
to catch
this oil.
this one. Okay.
Yeah. So let's just leave this running for a couple minutes. What we'll do, we'll just pull the filler to let air come through the system, flush out everything.
And the oil filter is just basically it uses a channel where the oil cleans the engine, like
Alright,
it helps
yeah.
it clean, right?
Yeah, you basically got it, because what it does, it goes through the engine, it comes through the oil filter and goes back through the engine. So it takes out all the impurities.
Okay.
If there are any little oil, metal shavings, anything broke,
It
anything.
basically cleans it.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we take it off, we can have a look
as the name
in there.
suggests, it filters it.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's better. Cool. Let's go.
Alright, so this is the pandy.
Usually we change it.
So does this air filter need changing?
Of course, it's very dirty. If you see it, it's darker. It's supposed to be a bright white color.
Okay.
Right? But we're going to replace the whole unit with an aftermarket intake. So I'm really not wasting the money
Waste
to buy
time to
this.
change that. Understood.
So we'll reverse it back. Set it up in a little spot.
Alright.
I actually woke up this morning and saw a check engine light on the car. So we're going to have to scan the car to find out what's going on, because I really don't know. It's crazy.
It's run out. I like run out now.
Yeah, it's basically done. You ready to gear up yourself? Alright, so you have to make sure so the ratchet handle is on loosen and not tighten. Right?
Alright.
So you must always want to go left. Lefty, loosey, righty, tighty. You remember that?
Lefty, loosey, righty, tighty.
You know the thing. Alright. So, more you take off oil filter. So you just put the tool on it and turn it till it starts coming out.
Lefty, loosey. Alright.
Yeah.
You feel loose already? See
Go
it
on.
run out?
Yeah. Go on.
It's hot.
I like to catch it out. Let me use my hand and finish taking it out.
So just
you
let
take-
it go?
Yeah, you take off the tool
Okay.
and then I will just spin it off with my hand.
Okay. So do a professional have to do this, or anybody can do it to their own car?
No, anybody can do it. As
Okay.
long as you have the right tools, you have no problems.
To change your own oil,
Of
right?
course, and I'm sure if they watch back the video, them can probably do it themselves.
Themselves,
Yeah,
okay.
not that hard.
So how often we have to do this? How
Well-
often should we change our oil?
Well, usually I say about every 5,000 kilo or 3 months, whichever one. It depends on your driving.
Okay,
As
so
if-
if I don't do a lot of kilos, right? I don't have to change my oil as often.
No, because it's not being used, it's just there,
There.
sitting down.
Oh,
What
okay.
really does the trick is the heat cycles it goes through
Oh.
is really what breaks it down.
Okay, so therefore a taxi man would have to change his oil more
Much more regular.
than a regular.
A taxi man probably change him oil, well, a good taxi man. Maybe say every month and change
Okay,
oil.
because he would have done more driving than the average person.
Correct.
Okay. Alright.
So let me get that new thing down.
I'm gonna come back out. Me just wait. You can't come out and come back.
The new oil filter.
Uh-huh.
What we're going to do is prime the oil filter, which is we're going to put some oil in there, right? Make sure when it go up on the engine start, that first start, there's oil somewhere, you get me?
Okay.
This-
Any oil or
Well, what I would use is the same oil that I'm going to put in the engine,
okay.
which is some 10W30. Because of our climate, the vehicle say 0W20, but that oil is way too thin for our climate.
Oh,
It's going to be like water in a couple of days.
it will be out. Okay.
So get some oil in there. This rubber ring right here.
That's the red. Oh, the black one.
Yeah, the rubber ring here. We'll make sure we get oil on it. That way when we go up and screw it in, the oil help it squish down and there's no leaks.
Okay.
Cat,
Yeah.
it's yours.
Put it down back.
You can spin it on back with your hand.
Okay. Alright. What my right hand did. So we just basically put it on the slot and just screw it, right?
And just screw it right on.
No, wait, my right hand did.
Use your right hand now.
It now gone. Oh yeah, it gone now.
Can get it, man.
It's hard.
Yeah, you screw it all the way until it's tight.
Alright, you not tight it, man. It take long.
Nah, tell him, man.
No, run it now, go on. It can take too long. Oh, it's tight now. It's
Patience, man,
tight. It's tight now.
patience. It's tight?
Yeah, it's
Alright,
tight
let me
now.
just tighten it.
Yeah, man, it's tight, man.
Just use this tool. Alright, I'm gonna feel the resistance.
Yeah, it's
I'm
tight
gonna
now.
stop. I don't
Alright.
need to tighten it like it's a big old bolt.
Okay. So that will be the end of. But you don't lock back this lock back?
Of course.
Okay, so we're done under here then.
Yeah, all I'm going to do is just clean up the area and make it look better.
Okay.
We'll finish with servicing the engine, which is just draining the oil. We're gonna throw some oil in there, and that sounds like us.
Alright.
So this is where we finish.
Alright.
Every engine of one. Sometimes it black, sometimes it yellow. But this is where it finishes. You always see this little
Oil.
kettle oil mark. Free, life easy. We just use this funnel.
To avoid spilling and all of that. How do you know how much oil your car uses? You just throw it till it's full?
You can, because you can throw it and monitor this,
Okay.
the dipstick, and you'll know when it's full. Most cars use about 3.8. You can look in the manufacturer spec. Some cars have the book in there same way, so you can use that. But rule of thumb, you throw in 3, you check it, and you check everything else after that.
Alright.
I'll hand this bottle to you.
It's gonna make my nerves go there.
That's why I get the funnel, like you still spill it. Wet it up the place.
You're sick with my nerves.
You're sick with your nerves? We have medicine for that, you know. We have medicine for that.
Alright, so that's 1.
Yeah, man. Throw everything.
Alright.
Give me more.
Alright, I'm trying to spill this time.
Alright, hear me now. There's an easy trick I'm gonna show you it when you finish this. Is it on this bottle? No. Every drop, yeah. Yeah man, that look like how. So I'm gonna show you. If we had Chevron oil, on the Chevron bottle, there's a diagram right here that shows you how you're supposed to hold the bottle. So hold it this way, and you pour it. The bottle reaches a better angle before the oil starts coming out.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's
So
easier
that way,
to pour.
even though I'm sick with my nerves, it not gonna
It
spill.
not gonna spill.
Okay, okay. Alright.
Alright, so here we know. We're going 3 buckle. But what's gonna skew our result is the fact that the car is still on the jack stand. So the car is up in the air, it's not level, so we won't get a correct measurement. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jack down the car, then we'll put in the next buckle, and we'll monitor from there.
Alright, no problem.
Alright, so you're going to pull out the dipstick, you're going to wipe it off, put it in back, and then you check it. Alright, so catch me, so because it's fresh oil, carry it straight down.
Right now?
Yeah. Keep it, when you pull it out, keep it pointing down, and just rest it on this. There we go. Alright, so you see it's right here. So we need more oil.
We need more, because that's where we started now when it said it was low. The first point, the first dot is that it's low.
Low.
Alright.
Alright, so let's just give it like 30 seconds per second.
And then we check it again.
Then we check it again. Still
One
need
little
more
bit
oil.
more, man.
Want enough more? Alright, so I'm gonna finish throwing the buckle. I'm gonna get a little top salt of that one. Then we check it again. Let's check it.
Oh, so this a car greedy. I know it can't reach it, so
Still there.
you still want more.
Yeah, man. Big old 2.4 thirsty.
Wow.
That's why I bought 5 bottles.
should you check your oil?
I would say check it every weekend. Saturday you want to go
Like,
on the
so
road.
that would be one time for the week?
Yeah,
Just,
at least once per week.
Per week,
Because you can run out of oil. Say I drove this car for the next 2-3 weeks without checking it, and it was already low. I would have probably get an oil light, lick bearings, mash up something, have to
and that
replace
is
something.
so costly, right?
Very.
So once per week is fine between your servicing.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
And the parts aren't that expensive. Oil, not that bad. Like I spent how much? Almost $6,000 just getting oil and oil
Oil
filter.
alone. Okay.
And better than spending $100,000 or $200,000 to repair something. So
That's true.
yeah, let's check it.
So we can check again to see if it finally reached where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, man.
So it's
If
there
you,
now.
if you look at it,
Yeah.
inside that hole is full of
It's
oil.
right?
Yeah.
So it's there now.
So we're good now.
Alright. So our oil and our filter is checked and is now ready. Wait, can I go down? Oh, and is now ready for the road, right?
Yeah, well, we're almost ready. Because remember I told you about a check light. So we need to scan the car to find out what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Biggest scan tool now.
True. I'm gonna spill oil on the people in engine.
I prefer you spill oil on Sean, you know.
Spill oil on the people in engine. Alright.
I'll be working on it. Look at the leaks. Take a little bit for it.
But down the need to go. We'll tell you upset my brain.
We know, brother.
You see, man say I tidy up. The man say I tidy up. We don't care. So not push me down, right? Alright, so remember Ron was saying to us that there is an engine light. The engine check light is on in the dashboard. So now we're here with Jason and he's gonna check the cars.
You're going to basically use the scan tool.
The scan tool.
Find out what the code is.
To know what's the problem. with the
Then we
engine.
can rectify the issue.
Alright.
So, this is the key.
What happened? So that is in every car.
Most new vehicles, older vehicles don't have wouldn't
Have
normally
that, but
yeah.
okay. What you calling you like 2014
No,
upwards?
like from 2002 will come up.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So this is a scan tool. It basically can monitor every system within the vehicle.
Okay.
It's going to take a while for it to go.
So now that what is your name again?
It's scan tool, OBD
scan
tool,
tool.
scan tool.
Alright. So now we have the scan tool. What are we scanning for?
Alright, so you're going to first diagnose.
So we're doing a diagnosis. So we're going to press diagnose.
You're going to press right here.
Like when we're searching, like the
Yeah.
Google search something.
You're going to clear what's there.
Alright.
Type in Honda.
And search.
And then no, Honda comes up on the screen.
Oh.
It's okay.
Alright, and I noticed it's connected to our Wi-Fi. Have to use Wi-Fi to work?
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
normally, so when we scan it, we would normally email the reports to our clients.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
you're
I'm
gonna
seeing 16 pin, 3
Yes.
pin.
So this type of vehicle is a 16-pin connector.
Okay, so this is basically the type
Yeah.
of car, and we're in Jamaica.
No, you're going to go Japan. Because the
Oh,
car is
but
from
they're
Japan.
Japan.
No, I'm not Japan.
I'm not
Pull up
Japan?
that. Forget it says
Oh, yeah,
left hand
press
drive.
that. So left hand drive not come from Japan?
No, it's from America.
Something.
Yeah, go on. And there are things are right
Alright, so
hand
it's
drive.
16 pin and it is
USA, we're going to
USA.
USA.
Alright, we have visa.
Press OK now. And then you press health report.
So we're doing the health report.
Okay.
Okay. Okay again.
Then now it's running through every system within the vehicle right now.
Wow. Okay, so it's scanning.
Virgo call it.
Still scanning. Alright, some come up to abnormal. Very largely detected. So what is leaking?
That's probably most like evaporate the AC system.
Oh.
Yeah. But 1 minute, this serious though.
Yeah, I mean, it's in red. It has to be serious because it's in red. It says something about abnormal.
Yeah. Run.
Run your car abnormal.
Run.
Come and look at the abnormalities.
Look here.
Sounds scary.
No, actually, I'm going to show you how we normally would email it to our client. So we'll press report.
Okay.
Then they would normally come up showing you what the code was.
And what is the abnormality?
Then we press share.
And you share it with the client.
Yeah. But just
Alright.
for the email.
Okay. Yes.
Then now we clear the code, see if the code comes back. So you can press clear code.
Clear code.
Press it.
Yes. And then.
Alright, so I'm going to shut off the vehicle. Turn on back the ignition. Press clear code now.
Clear code again. Yes.
Hopefully it don't come back.
So if it don't come back, you mean that the problem is what?
No, that doesn't mean the problem is necessarily rectified, but I'm not going to just monitor it. Because sometimes it can be just a code that randomly just come up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's basically it.
So now the abnormality is gone because everything here now looks normal.
But that doesn't necessarily mean the issue is fixed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the main part. And then also you were saying that the oil light was on. His oil light was on.
Oh, and look, the engine light is no longer there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. I think this is a great tool to have because, you know, any little thing you can base. It's like we going to the doctor as humans too. You know, I wish we had one of these for humans where we could just, you know, connect ourselves and know what's wrong. But I think this is pretty cool though. So now we know, now our oil is checked, our filter is changed, and the engine light that was in the car is no longer there. So I think we're up and running and we're ready now for the road.
So hear me now. This is what we call a boxer engine or a flat 4. My car over there is an inline 4. So if we were to change the spark plugs, it would be going 1, 2, 3, 4, all in a line. But because this is a boxer engine and it's flat, we have 2 spark plugs on this side, and we have 2 spark plugs on this side.
Alright.
If we were to change these spark plugs, we have to pull up the car a little bit and wait till it's cool, because we're going to some places that are hot.
Right.
The next thing with the boxer engine is that the oil filter is located at the top. So it's easy to get a grip of it.
Right, so we wouldn't have to go under the car.
To empty the oil in.
Right.
But you don't need to get
to the filter.
For this, right?
Okay.
So on my car, the oil filter is black. On this, you can see that it's yellow.
It's yellow.
It's different. Can you tell me where the dipstick is?
Yes, the dipstick is right here because we're bright and we got a big school.
We'll check the oil and make us see one
Okay, so as you can see, this needs oil.
No man, remember the first dip, wipe it off first.
Alright, so wipe it off, you know, and we're going to go again. But the oil still not look right to me.
Oil don't look right at all.
The oil want change, man.
Oil want change. Release.
Hold on, let me go again.
Go on again. Oh, but you know what?
Remember, it's on a
The
slope.
car is on a slope.
Right, so it wouldn't
So we
have
might
been
not
level.
even get any oil up there. When last the oil check? This morning? Alright.
The color of the oil is darker. This oil one dash, right?
Yeah, man. I forgot dash for the oil, yeah. That even my eye looks so better.
I mean, in the freedom engine mash up. Alright, anything else?
You know, everything else is pretty much the same.
So today we learned how to change our oil, how to change our filter, how often to check our oil, and how much oil our car uses. And we also learned how to use that super cool tool to decide what is wrong with our engine. Now by this, you should be able to change your own oil and your own filter. Thanks to Yardie Garage for accommodating. Thank you for watching, and remember, subscribe and tell your friends to tell their friends. Bye!